Hey, what?
Oh, hey there YouTube. Welcome back to Deadlifting. I'm Heinz, back with another video. This video is going to be pretty cool. We're going to make some anabolic fudgesicles. Then I'm going to put that out into the world and hope that some better fudgesicles come back. Some ideas from some real YouTube recipe creators comes back to me, and then we'll have better ones. So mine are okay. They're not great. It's not a perfect recipe. I'm just kind of putting it out there as an idea. Maybe someone will come up with a better one. And, we'll see. Okay, so in this video, we are going to turn these 5 ingredients into a bunch of fudgesicle type things. I mean, you can use this stuff to make anything into a fudgesicle. Here's 2 different ice cream flavors that I've turned into, somewhat of ice cream bars. It's a lot of work, and the fluffier the cream, the harder it is to get into these things. So we're gonna try to make this fudgesicle recipe pretty liquidy, so we can kind of pour it in, and we'll see how it goes. Again, this is my plea for someone in the anabolic community with more time, more creativity, more resources, or whatever, to put together a better fudgesicle recipe, all right? After I put these in the freezer, I'm gonna go out and buy some real fudgesicles, and we'll have a little taste test comparison after I'm done, okay? Basically, I'm gonna combine these 5 ingredients into this bowl, pour it in here, and make as many fudgesicles as we can for this recipe, which is roughly 460 calories, all right? 26 grams of PB Fit, a scoop-ish of protein, 37-ish grams. Yep. 30 grams of Swerve granular, 30 grams. Grab a whisk, whisk that all together. Try to get the clumps out of the peanut butter. 262 grams of Fage. Basically the rest of the Fage that I have in the house. And then we just pour in as much 2% milk as we need to get the appropriate texture to pour into these things. That was around 90 grams. Mix that up. Thinking maybe about 20 more grams. There we go. Make it extra liquidy. We'll meet back here to pour it in, okay? Okay, we've got our little container thing. We've got our mix, and we're ready to pour it in. So here we go. Yeah, much easier than protein ice cream to pour into the little container here. Probably won't make as much of it though. It's not as airy as the protein ice cream. So these are going to be fewer than if you did a whole 8 cups of protein ice cream. It's a little more calorie dense, but I think the consistency is going to be better. Probably would have been smart to use a funnel. Looks like I'm probably going to get 5 of these. Let's see. Okay, that's basically it. We just put these on top. Stick these in there. Not too far, unless you like wood all the way up into your fudgesicle, but I kind of like a little bit on the top that's not with a piece of wood in it. So there you go. Pop those in the freezer for several hours, and that's your fudgesicles. These ones I made from protein ice cream several days ago. Pretty good. been 5 hours. I've got the anabolic fudgesicles in here. You may notice there's only 4 sticks, and you may remember that I filled 5 little containers, so there's one that just doesn't have a stick in it, so that's kind of my bad. We'll try to pull one of these out, and then we'll compare it to some of these other things. So what I've got here is like traditional fudgesicles. This is 200 calories per bar. These are no sugar added fudge pops from the Fudgesicle brand. They're 40 calories per pop. They're obviously a lot smaller. And this is a ripoff. This is $6.99 for 4 yogurt bars on a stick. And this, I imagine, will be a lot like when I froze the anabolic ice cream and ate it. It's kind of like a Greek yogurt thing, which is, you know, what the anabolic ice creams are. Okay, so the hardest part of these things, and the reason why, you know, you wouldn't make them, is because it's so difficult to get out of this container without sort of messing it up or, you know, just spending a lot of time. Oh, there's one. All right, so it popped out. So here we go. I'll put it over here. I'm gonna pull out one of these and compare it. My bar is less than 100 calories per fudge bar sickle thing, bar sickle. And if you pull this out, it's a lot stickier. It's basically the same size, right? So double the calories for the same size. I'll hold them up here. You can see. And let's try it. So you can bite right into it. Peanut butter chocolate. Very good. Bite right into this one too. This one's just chocolate ice cream on a stick. Not really surprised. Yeah. I definitely prefer this one because I can eat 2 of them instead of just this one. Come on over here, boy. You eat the rest of this one. This thing, cookies and cream yogurt bar. So I'm gonna put that up next to one of these and see how it stacks up size-wise. So here's my fudgesicle. Here is the yogurt bar. Fudgesicle is about the same. This is 100 calories. This is a little bit less than 100 calories. I haven't even gotten to the wood stick part of this one, but I can already taste the wood flavor, which kind of sucks. Otherwise, it's pretty good. Cookies and cream. It's not complicated. It's essentially ice cream on a stick, right? They come in packs of 2. Little fudge bombs, rockets.
Look at 18 in that, not so big a box.
Yeah. This one's a lot smaller.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's kind of jacked up.
Oh.
All right, buy these at your own risk because this one's all messed up. We're just gonna throw that one in the trash.
Yeah.
But anyway, here's what 40 calories looks like compared to, you know, 100-ish calories. Pretty good. I might try to incorporate these into my diet. I mean, they're so small. So basically, if you like the flavor of wood and chocolate, fudgesicles are your thing. So that's it for the taste test. Again, I am begging the anabolic community to come up with the perfect fudge bar ice cream stick thing. It does require the investment in one of these deals, but it's pretty fun. Great treat for the summer. And I'm sure you can get really creative with it. Much more creative than I have. But this works for me. There you go. Thanks. Tell you guys about a really exciting thing that finally happened. It's never happened to me before. I always thought it would, but it just hasn't. And that is that someone came up to me and asked me how they can be fit, how they can be more like me, how they can get stronger, leaner, just like I have. They've been watching me over the course of a few years. And this wasn't someone in person, this was someone who follows me on my professional Twitter account and has been sort of checking in on me on Instagram and things like that. But it doesn't matter, it's still the same thing. And I kind of, it's weird because I thought more people would come up to me and say, hey man, you're looking good. What do you do? What's your thing? What's your routine? I mean, I'm around so many different dads at these little league games, and every single one of them is in worse shape than I am. And usually they're like 5 to 10 years older than me or whatever. And not one of them has ever asked, hey, how did you get so fit? I guess they either assume that I've always been that way or that, you know, I'm just some kind of a meathead. I don't know what it is, but I could certainly help a lot of people if they would just ask. So what did I tell this person who asked me on Instagram how he could be the second dad lifting? I said, well, if you wanted to be like me, you could watch YouTube videos for a couple of years, sort of muddle your way through it like I did, then sort of pick a path and do that for several more years and do it consistently every day without missing, you know, workouts, and then you'll be like me. But I didn't tell him that. I told him to focus on getting into a calorie deficit, focus on workout routines that you will follow. So the best diet that you'll do is the one you'll keep doing, and the best workout plan is the one you'll actually finish. So I tried to stress that, you know, just because you see a lot of dudes doing CrossFit doesn't mean that's going to be the right thing for you. I don't do CrossFit. I just told them, you know, find a strength program, do it while in a calorie deficit for a while, and get some cardio that you like doing, you know, whatever cardio that is. For me, it's daily lunges and, you know, getting my steps in, doing a lot of walks. I don't do much other sort of on purpose cardio. I don't, you know, go for long runs or anything like that. So things I used to do, like excessive cardio and, you know, high intensity interval training, high intensity workouts, those type of things, I said are not necessary. If that's not your bag, if that's not something you can stick to, just don't do it. Find something that works for you. Focus on a calorie deficit and focus on consistency. Just keep on keeping on for as long as it takes. And you'll get there. You'll figure stuff out. So that's what I told them. But I was just more excited about, you know, the fact that someone actually asked me, because it just never happens. And I thought it would. It's not like I go up to people and ask them, what do you do? But I'm an introvert, and I just assume other people who are more extroverted might, say, hey, you're looking good lately. You know, what is it that you do? And yeah, so it was kind of nice, refreshing. Anyway, comment below what you would have told them. Some newbie dad bod dude who doesn't have any idea what to do next. What would you tell him to do?